It is DOJ policy that the Department of Justice should not take any action that will influence an election within 60 days of that election, but they have just taken such an action. Voting starts on September 6th. Therefore, the DOJ has violated its own policy just in going after me. Election interference, they call it. All of these Comrade Kamala Biden hoaxes should be immediately dismissed and immediately stopped. Our country is in serious trouble. Our country has been weaponized by political opponents. We're not going to let it happen. Thank you. Millions of illegal aliens pouring into our country because of Comrade Harris. Our borders are, and her open borders policy are taking the jobs of our Black and Hispanic workers and families. They are taking the jobs of our Black and Hispanic workers. Big numbers and total displacement. It's not fair. Vote for Trump and stop this madness. The unions are next. They're coming after the unions. The unions are going to be seriously affected by those millions of people that are coming into our country from parts unknown. Comrade Kamala Harris is doing everything possible to run away from her record. We won't let this happen. She will destroy our country just like she destroyed San Francisco and California itself. We're not going to let her run away. We're going to say, why did you change all 14 of your major policy ideas just for the purpose of an election? And we know one thing, she'll never do it because she's a Marxist, and Marxists don't believe in the Trump philosophy. Not going to happen. We're not going to let her win. Comrade Kamala Harris is terrible for our country, absolutely terrible. She is a communist, has always been a communist, and will always be a communist. Under her leadership, the USA will fail, and fail like never before. It will go down. We don't even have a chance. We will not let that happen. November 5th is the most important day in the history of our country. Go out and vote. Comrade Kamala Harris does nothing but complain, always complaining about this or that. But she's in the administration now. Why doesn't she do something? She does nothing but talk, nothing but gripe, nothing but complain about the terrible border or the economy and inflation. But she's been there for 3.5 years. So why doesn't she fix it? Go out, Kamala, stop talking and fix it. You don't want to do any interviews, so you have plenty of time. Go out and fix it. Don't complain. She's been there 3.5 years, and she complains about inflation. She caused inflation. She allowed 20 million people to come into our country, some from prisons and jails, some from mental institutions and insane asylums, and many, many terrorists. She doesn't have a clue. She's destroying our country and complaining about it all the way down. Thank you. This election is about the economy, inflation, open borders, illegal immigration, respect for our nation, preventing World War III and a 1929-style depression, which will happen if Kamala Harris gets into office. I've always said that people vote with their stomach, and food is now at an all-time high. We've never seen anything like it. And it's all because of Kamala and Biden and their gross incompetence. With them in charge, remember, it will only get worse. Trump cash versus Kamala crash. We're going to have a crash like 1929 if she gets in. It will not be pretty. Thank you. Remember, no tax on Social Security for seniors, no tax on tips. And I'm the only one that can do that. Crazy Kamala wants to defund the police. She's always wanted to defund the police. From day one, she wanted to defund the police. Now she's probably changing that policy in order to get elected. But the police are smart. Almost 100% of the police all over the country have given me their total support and endorsement. There's not going to be any defunding of the police under my watch.